Hi, my name is Will Santos, and today I am presenting my level in Half-Life 2 Episode 2 called Octagon Tactics. Octagon Tactics is a wave-based combat arena level in which the player must survive 5 waves of increasingly difficult enemies. It focuses on 4 major design goals. 1. Emphasis on circular combat flow. 2. Using traps to control space. 3. Spatial awareness, and 4. Flexible wave design. So for circular combat flow, I wanted to make sure that the player never found themselves cornered in the map. So I always tried to create situations where a player had more than one way to maneuver through a space. As such, you can see the way this map is laid out. There's a lot of ramps, openings, and even places where you can open and close places off using fire traps to really open up the space, which leads me to my second point, which involves using traps to control the space. So scattered throughout the map are respawning exploding barrels, as well as fire traps that you can activate or deactivate. Through these methods, it allows the player complete control of the space, taking full advantage of the environment to gain the upper hand against enemies rather than straight up shooting them in a fight. And so a lot of taking advantage of the environment also involves having a reasonable understanding of your space. So I made a lot of strides in the spatial awareness side of things to have things like lights above each gate to help indicate to the player where enemies are expected to be coming from at the start of a wave. And so this gave the player just enough time to plan ahead on what they wanted to do, otherwise they could just jump straight into the combat. As for flexible wave design, before us is all of the logic for spawning all 5 of the waves. Each wave has its own trigger point. When this point is triggered, it goes through the entire thing of displaying the text, spawning the enemies, and when all the enemies are killed, ending the wave. And so this logic auto can actually trigger any of these. It doesn't necessarily have to start with wave 1. So the cool part about this setup is that although by default it starts in order, I can actually jump to any point in this map if I need to test. So if I need to test wave 3, I can set the logic auto to, instead of jump to wave 1, jump to wave 3. And by setting it up this way, it made it very easy for me to quickly debug, check, and balance any issues I may have run into in combat or anything I might have noticed while playtesting or watching other people playtest my level. And with that, that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching.